Do we have a...
All right, I think we're live. I mean, it said we're live. Are we live?
Go ahead. And,
we are live.
Heart if we're live, if you can hear us.
Usually it does the 30-second countdown, and...
I think you have to hit a button for that, but I think we are live. It says we're live up in the top corner.
I know.
Live, one person watching.
One person watching. Okay.
Yeah, let's just wait for a few people to get on the stream.
Oh, we are live. Okay,
right.
Good. I couldn't tell.
Down. Right, I think we're live. I mean, it said we're live.
I was like, this is the first time using
StreamYard.
Well, using StreamYard on our end. So usually everyone else, you guys get to push
all
the
we
buttons
got
and stuff.
9 people, 16 people. All right.
People
are starting to
hey, Jared, how you doing?
How's it going?
So we've got Lisa here with us from Malone Management. Hey, Mom. Your caps lock on is on.
I love it when that happens.
Hi guys, how you feeling? Saturnino, doing good. Mark, test your mic. Woo woo! All right. So we are here.
We are here.
And we are here for the closeout of Firebitch 2. If you did not,
StreamYard has lost access to your Facebook account. Click here to reconnect your destination.
I
wonder if it's
because I didn't switch anything. I don't know what happened.
It's still showing Facebook comments, so...
It is still showing Facebook comments.
Yeah.
So please bear with us. Cool. And, backer number 1, Luis Torres. Woo, woo. And Luis has a super cool show, his own Kickstarter coming up February 3rd.
Is that right?
Yeah, for Nebula Pearl.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens with that.
So Nebula Pearl was not approved.
I saw that.
It was too hard to handle. So that's really exciting. Hello, William Doctor. Hello, Clinton and Aaron and Sean and Johnny Waka. Whoop whoop. All right, and we've got one more guest here to start out with. It's HR Princess Jewel. Hello. So, HRH Princess Jewel is the mastermind behind the jeweled cover.
I think you should just bring that out right now. I don't
know where it is.
It's in the MG box.
It's in the MG box. Yes.
And I ordered one of those.
Did you?
I did too.
I did.
So Alfred, you go ahead and talk about it.
It's probably one of my favorite things about this campaign.
It's so pretty.
Basically, we created this cover just for this purpose, just to have it be jeweled. And we're like, okay, we need Cece de la Cruz on this. Like, she's like the master at making these awesome pieces that work so well with the jeweling. So she knocked it out of the park, and Shannon did a fantastic mock-up of it. I'm just like so very excited. It's actually one of our highest selling tiers. So definitely take a look at that. I did have like a 2.5D animation done for it. It really, like, none of it does it justice. You see this in person and you see like the light hits your eye.
When the light hits your eye, like the tiniest pizza pie.
You know the words, you know the shine. So definitely get your jewel covers tonight. You still have a couple more hours to pledge.
2 more hours. So why don't you start us off, Miss Princess Jewel, and tell us a little bit about your process.
Yeah.
When it comes to jeweling covers.
Well, usually I sit there and I take a look at the cover first, and I try to see what natural elements are already inside the cover itself, whether we've got background accents, whether there's like stuff on the, for instance, Alfred's cover, he went and specifically drew little yellow circles all the way around this dress. So we use that as pieces to go off of. I didn't have to create an actual background, or I didn't have to create an actual imaging to go with it. It was naturally there. So all I had to do was highlight it. And that's the whole entire purpose of the jeweling, is to highlight what's already there.
But you do at times create something in an image if it's a more mild piece.
Yes, and sometimes that gets super difficult at Bean Fest for Coffin. There was a couple of them where it was literally a naked lady death holding up a towel, and I was like, "The hell do I do with this?" So at that point, that's when you have to create something to make it look and stand out.
Well, and I don't know, maybe we'll do something like that in the future.
We're just going to give her a blank cover and she's going to do the whole damn thing. It's going to be awesome.
And I'm going to crystal a smiley face or like the stuffy S.
Yeah, you just gave Kara an idea. You don't know it, but this is actually probably going to be a thing now.
That's okay. That's okay.
I recognize it. I've been here around long enough to kind of see what that looks like. So that's what just happened. Just so you all know at home.
That's right. Hey, we got Brass Cooters in the house. Keith Egan, Mike James Benson.
I love how he's rolling with that. I saw you type that to him, and I'm like,
because on Instagram he's Brass Scooter, but it looks like Brass Cooter. Brass Cooter. That cooter.
Sorry about Kara. I'm saying this pretty early in the night.
Nobody's been wearing their shirt. I don't even want to hear it. Hey, Gate Maestro, my man. How y'all doing? Okay, so we are at 601 backers. And we are ending at 112 minutes.
Whoa, that's super specific.
Super specific. So, Miss Princess, why don't you tell us a little bit about the behind the scenes? What's it like working with 183 Degree Studios and the infamous Kara Nicole and Alfred Trujillo?
Trujillo.
Hey, that's not how I say my name.
It's actually very normal. I think the pets are the one thing that makes it very interesting because, I'm in the back room while you guys are in the front. So there's not really much to do. We have our little meetings. We get everything done. But I'll be sitting there either boxing or typing. And then all of a sudden my door will fly open because one of their pets has bolted open the door and decided to come inside, hang out with me. Yeah, it's either Tyrone, Felix, or Hannah. Those are the three normal suspects in and out.
I'm gonna, Kara's friend in the interview yesterday had a shoe cam, and I was playing around today, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a Hannah cam, and so actually I put one on there. I should go join this, so you all can have Hannah there on the screen as well.
Right?
Will she do it? Will Hannah actually wear it, or will she flick it off?
So she's the camera is facing her. See?
Yeah, it was. When we were doing tests, she was up there earlier, and yeah, the banana cam.
It's not like a GoPro where it's attached to her and we see.
Oh
her.
No, that wouldn't go well.
It doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You go from like on top of this secondary desk to the inside of our shower.
Oh, we got some people
and
here.
There you go.
What's up, Anthony? Mike Wasilowski.
Hello from Anchorage, Alaska. You must be freezing. Yeah, we're waiting on Dustin to see if he wants to jump in on this. He has something super, super special to show us.
I have seen a lot.
Okay, one more stretch goal. So why don't we take a moment and go to the campaign and take a look.
Oh, you can do that from here?
I can do that from here, see? And then what we do is we go like this. See, there it is.
That's neat. I like that.
We are at 601 backers with 110 minutes to go. We're at 58,054. And you can see some of the fun things we have going on here. Shikari cover. Lovely, lovely. This is the main cover from Alfred and Tevin. Some of the interiors. It is a full color book. It's just not all done yet. We're getting there. It's happening sooner than later. This is the issue 1 add-on. So if you missed issue 1 or you want to add to your collection, issue 1 is right there and available with a brand new cover. This cover was not a part of the last campaign. It's brand new just for this campaign.
But so this was actually a sketch that we had for issue 1, and I had it like all laid out and everything. And we just never got around to making that like a finished thing for that. And I was like, you know what, it's too good to just like let it sit there. We're gonna use that.
Absolutely.
And since it was an issue 1 layout, we used it for an issue 1 cover. So there you go.
That's right. Okay, so now we've got our cosplay pack. So you can get all the cosplay stuff, all 5 covers with the 3 additional prints for $185. That is a super, super good deal. The prints are 11 by 17. Then we've got our Red Hot pack, and that comes with 10 Firebitch 2 variant covers with all the stretch goals, which all of the tiers of physical rewards get the stretch goals as well. We're going to get to that. But this has some of the hottest. It's got like a taste of everything. And you can thank Lisa for these graphics. She put all this together.
Thank you so much for doing that, by the way.
You are very welcome.
It's like a telethon. Let's go to the board.
Let's go to the board.
That's right. So that's another thing is we also have, if you see in there, a body pillowcase. And I don't know how to say it, so I always say it kind of fast so that
I don't even know how to
like
say
Dakumakura.
Is that right?
No. It's not. Dakumakura?
Dakimakura?
So he's going to look it up.
Dakimakura.
Yeah. So see,
what do you call those body pillow things?
What do you call those body pillow things? Body pillows. So here's the cosplay covers.
Yeah, Dakimakura. I had it right.
Dakimakura.
Yeah. It comes from Daki, to embrace or cling to, and Makura, which means pillow.
Cling to your pillow. Where's the naked lady part?
I think it's implied.
That's a thing. It is a thing. And then people are just, does it come with the black bars? You know, bro, for you, I will put a black bar on it. You asked.
Thank you for
asking ye so ye shall receive. I will put a black bar on yours just for you. So we've got some. Then after the cosplay covers, we go into the pieces that Alfred and I both did together.
That mirror one is actually doing like super well.
Yeah, Mirror has been doing super, super well.
Yeah, that one's been really fun. Been getting good feedback on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It was a really nice cover to do. I really enjoyed that one. And then we got the beachy one, another beachy one. Now this one is our Action Comics #1, and this I've got a funny story behind this.
Do you?
So I had an artist in mind. Actually, Alfred had an artist in mind, and I was like, "Hey, I would like to commission you to do this cover for me, and it's got to be an Action Comics #1." And I sent it to him, and I sent him the background to what Firebitch was and everything, and all the book stuff and all the artist information. And he says, "Let me think about it." And then he doesn't get back to me for like a week, and then he finally does and says, "I really wasn't feeling that fire thing, so I did this." And he sends me this completely different image. It was like Joker holding a card, and it said Action Comics. It was a great piece, but it wasn't a homage cover, and I because of the content, I just couldn't use it. It just wasn't available. Like I could not legally use this, and so it was like, well, okay, there goes that. It was just very strange. So this is a like totally trippy piece that Alfred painted. Another one that is less trippy, but very, very lovely.
I had some ideas.
That's some ideas. And we've got the 2 packs. I've got a super special guest coming up very, very soon in just a minute. So this is Alfred's lines with Lena Dye's colors, and it's a 2-piece set. Here's the Catching Fire jeweled cover. Beds Are Burning. This one was colored by Sanju. Love that one.
Yeah, Sanju's
Hi,
amazing.
Anthony. My love to Ellie as well.
That one would have made a good jewel cover.
Yeah, well, we talked about that.
Yeah.
And it was like a possibility. Yeah. Now, this one is the ASM 316 homage with Shelby Robertson. We've known Shelby forever. And it was finally cool that we had the opportunity.
Yeah, we got
to work
to really jam on this one, right?
Yeah, and Pixel Tool did the colors on it. It's just incredible. This is Tevin and Alfred. This one's Anthony Delaney. We were going to have him on, but he had to go help his mom because he's a sweetheart like that as much as people want. He wants people to think he's a badass. He's helping his mom like a good boy. And I love this. This is our Cyndi Lauper homage cover. Last time we did Pat Benatar. This time we did Cyndi.
What's going to be next time, I wonder?
Don't know yet. This is Ash Maddie. CB Zane, which I hope he jumps in to visit with us. This is our Army of Darkness. Last time we did McClintock. This time we did Army of Darkness. Courtney Rose, my girl, always thrilled to have another lady on the campaign. This is our Mariah Carey.
Yeah, it was nice
cover.
because we actually launched like a little bit before Christmas, and so we got to have like all that like holiday rush. We even had like a little image of this with Kara's Christmas all around song.
Christmas all around. Okay, then we've got our Dave Harrigan nip slip. Send Dave your love. He had a loss in the family right now.
Yeah.
JT Malloy, worked with him on Sapphire Spectre.
Great book, by the way.
Really great book. He's a wonderful storyteller, and I can't wait to work with him again on Unstable Frequencies.
Oh, is that right?
And then here's Lena Dye, the 2-book set. The Lucio Perillo. What? Isn't that glorious? This one actually got a couple of shows shut down. They used that image as, promo, and YouTube.
They don't like good butts.
They don't. They don't like big butts, and they cannot lie. They're going to shut it down every time. This is a white girl butt, and they still shut it down. But yeah, twice, 2 separate campaigns. Shikari with a 3-book set. And then Steph Wilson, who I hope jumps in as well. Wendy Shayner, who we're hoping to have on. And if you look real closely on the nice one inside her cell phone, that's a picture of Alfred in there.
Yeah.
Oh, what is she doing with my picture?
So now we've
little
got
Easter egg.
right?
Yes.
So we've got some prints, super sexy, super sassy, and super fun. Now we've got add-ons with Rob Hicks, Ruben Rosas. We're going to go into more of this a little bit later, but I wanted to kind of give you guys a quickie little slide by.
That Rob Hicks is actually one of our most added on.
This is like number 2 of the most added on books.
Yes.
Piper
he was super
Rubich.
happy to hear that, by the way.
Oh, he was in the advertisement. Like, yay, tell everybody.
It almost looks like him and Perillo got together and tried to mirror because the
I didn't think about it like that.
pose
But
is
so
similar.
So all the covers are available as add-on. All the covers are available as print add-ons as well. And then we've got the body pillowcase. You can also get a 183-degree shirt. And our stretch goals.
All the stretch goals.
Look at all these. So we are down to the final stretch goal is at $60,000. You're going to get an 8-bit video game.
It's the final.
So, okay. We're going to come out of this screen share real quick, and we're going to bring in our new special guest, Dustin. And he has something super fun to show us that I have not seen yet. I've only seen pieces of it, so I'm very excited. Hey, Dustin, how you doing?
What's happening?
How's it going?
What an honor, Alfred. This is sorry if I got a little of this going on. First time. So
you had a Red Bull too, huh? It's okay, so did I.
Notice my you see the lanyard here from the last one? With that there?
Oh,
and my vape behind it. It's just vape, by the way. It's not the so
Well, maybe it should be.
he says not out loud. So yeah. And being the perfectionist that I am, after showing you all this stuff, I'm like, stop, dude. You got to stop. If you want to make this a shock or a surprise kind of thing, stop already.
Giving away the surprise, bro.
Yeah, I know. That was a difficult pain in the ass too. So with everything I love doing and all that. So yeah, this sucker is a big reveal in honor of the smashing success also for everything you do for all of us fans, everything like that. You guys are the most kick-ass people I've known forever, ever since Indiegogo. Remember that?
Indiegogo times,
yeah. See, long time.
My man.
Rock and roll. So, without further ado, and there's also, by the way, there's still a touch-up needs to be done to it because they did not send me the right length of what I need, but we'll get to that anyways. So, pardon me a minute. This is not small, by the way.
No.
Webcam's not the greatest.
It's a light up box.
That's
Ooh.
cool.
It's like a movie poster, with the light and stuff around it. It's amazing.
It's a nut.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having trouble moving mine. They were going, eh.
That is
That's
so
okay.
cool.
It looks phenomenal.
Thank you guys so much.
Wow.
Now I want one for all my jeweled posters.
Well,
Right?
I'll bring up, but you can do that there. The other, it's
I
completely.
heard Aaron in the background. No, don't do that.
This is just the white. Oh my God, Dustin, get it together. This is when you can do it. It's completely controllable.
Oh.
Strobe,
Oh,
shade,
no.
different colors, all that there.
It's so pretty.
This
I'm
is-
confused,
Wow.
though. That's a picture of a woman. How is it controllable?
What about there?
Careful if you.
Fully controllable.
Careful, Miss Firebitch. You want to start that fire?
Ah.
I won't stop. I have a horrible.
Guilty control.
I have a horrible deal with that. But this print is like the best because I wanted to bring out the fire in it, right?
It's amazing.
This, by the way, hon, is a Depop original #1. I've never done this design style before, ever. So it's signed on the back.
Oh, nice.
#1.
I like that, by the way. Depop, it, like rolls like
It
right off the
does.
tongue. Very
It's-
nice.
Depop,
Very-
thank you. That's actually what I've gone by for like the last 38 years. So I stuck with it. I'm like, that nickname I'll keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
Now we
the-
do need to do an actual movie poster.
That's an I, not an E. Or that's an I, not an E for Mary. So, but hang on. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let's see what Flash looks like, eh?
There we go.
What?
Oh, that's
Yay.
cool.
Wow. It almost looks holofoil.
kind of
Yeah.
Well, I'll explain what I did with this because, like I said, for you guys, of course, and for you, Kara, I had to make this like 120% unique. So that's why, like I said, everything I've done on here, and I've been doing this stuff for years. I just love to build. This is all from scratch. So I did testing with different paint refraction. All
It
that
almost
stuff.
looks three-dimensional because with your lights off and the way it's going off, the flames look like they're appearing and disappearing.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to see it in person.
Yeah.
Right?
The
So he actually lives nearby.
I was
Yeah.
kind of getting that from Yo's conversation, so that's pretty
So
cool.
that's very convenient.
yeah, no, this is like I said for you guys here to hang. I'm also building you a regular stand so it can sit tabletop.
Wow.
This, by the way, this is based off of a 27 by 40
Okay.
size. Now, mind you, it's bigger because of the box. The box
Okay.
build itself is actually even bigger.
Wow.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So,
I'm so impressed. Every time you send me pictures of something, I'm just absolutely floored.
that's why, again, I love doing this. Again, you've got the different, it's all controllable. Remote control here that you can do, again, whatever you wanted to. And I was so happy the way, I was worried as hell, obviously, up until today, but when it turned out the way that it did, and this will actually light up even more because, again, the lights that I've got, they didn't send me the right size, so I'm going to be replacing those, but it's going to be still the exact same thing. It's just going to be brighter around the whole thing.
Well,
That's
the fire,
amazing.
it pops. The flames, like they flicker.
I'm like, yeah, more power.
It's
Exactly.
amazing.
See what I did too is the frame is customed here. Gloss pearlescent off of that too. So you kind of the light that pops off of that.
Wow.
And so this is recessed. By the way, this is recessed about
Yeah, now you can really see it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it plexiglass or is it actual glass on the front?
No, it's actually acrylic.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's why it's reflecting like that.
Yep.
The acrylic is what causes it to do
kinda
the
like-
flame flicker.
It makes
Yep.
it travel.
It
Yeah,
also makes it lighter as well.
Okay.
So
sure. Yeah.
normally,
It's glorious. It's incredible.
normally too, the other thing I'll use is I'll go about a third of the way down and run a canvas style hook for the back to hang. So it is hangable on the wall. It runs
Nice.
up, like I told you, Carol, on when I messaged that I have the brick for it too, just the power deal. The other thing I was going to work on is gutting rechargeable cell phone batteries to put a solar light on it. So
Okay.
stay.
Yeah.
So that way it'll actually charge the battery. You know, it's obviously got to be at the sunlight, but it'll recharge the battery, and that way it can run, because these are LEDs, they're low power. It can run kind of independently. Right now I have this just running through a wall.
It's Arizona. We got plenty of sun. It'll be fine.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
So
Wow.
actually, I had mentioned it to Shannon as well when we were talking. She goes, "I don't know if we're going to have room for something." I'm like, "Well, it's not
Oh, we
stopping.
will make room for
We
something
will
like
make room.
It's not stopping me from doing it." So
No.
whatever
Don't
you
stop.
want. But with the
We
fact that I
will
got to do
make
this,
room.
by the way, Kara, Alfred, the other thing I'm going to be doing is a little bit lower here. I'm going to put the emblem down here.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It'll be raised. It'll be raised, and it'll light up too.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yep, down here, it'll be raised and it'll light up. The other thing I wanted to do was cut acrylic with the Firebitch going across here as well.
Cool. Like, that's incredible. Just let me know what you need and I can send you, whatever files I have.
No, I've already been reaching out to when I've been doing those. Like I think I might have showed you that other one I did. But again, this is completely original, because also that backing is all black, the fluorescent, and then glossed as well.
Wow.
Oh, super cool.
That is amazing.
The poster itself is not tacked. It is a part of this whole thing as well.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about the poster moving, nothing. That's
Nice.
Fantastic.
That's
That's
so
like a slow
exciting.
clap.
It is
Great.
beautiful.
You guys are gonna stop it. You're gonna make me cry. You ever see a 38-year-old fully tattooed 6'7" gauge deer bald guy cry? You're gonna do.
No,
you're
but
gonna
we
see
can
that.
now.
Yeah. Stab them enough and they might.
Yeah, you're gonna see that. So you can literally hit this thing and see it doesn't move.
It's amazing.
So the whole thing, I put a lot of. Like I said, you should see me gloved up, everything. I was not, part of my language, I wasn't fucking around. I was gloved up.
You were not.
Everything on there.
So next time you make one, do videos.
Poppins does this. Anybody else that asks, I build these to size, by the way.
Yeah. So actually our next guests, I think, are watching, and I hope that, if they're interested, we're definitely going to be passing around your info. Thank you so much. We're going to definitely get together, and I'm incredibly excited about that.
That's fantastic. You're the man.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Alfred, by the way, I was going to mention that I wanted to do one for you as well. For whatever yours is. You just let me know.
We'll do the blue one
That's
too,
fire.
and then you can pick the image you want.
No, this is for you guys. I want, like I said, I mean, I can do that, but like I told you guys, this is my gift to you guys for everything you've done for me and for, how you treat your fans, everything like that. You guys are incredible. So this is my gift to you guys. Like I said, everybody else gets charged, but no.
I really appreciate it.
So
$1 million.
it won't take me shit. It won't take me shit to finish this either when I get the lights and just tool around with what I want to do. Like I said at the bottom, but otherwise that is it. That's that was what I had to wait and hold my tongue on to show you.
Well, I'm
It's
trying not
beautiful.
to cry. So thank you.
I hate to say it, but I'm kind of hoping a little bit for that just because of joy. That's
I
why.
always suck it up and I hold it in because that way my makeup doesn't you know.
Well,
I can cry for you. I'm not wearing any.
this meant the absolute fucking world to me. So that's why I poured as much as I did into every bit of the whole process, everything. But I'm that way on a lot of them. But Kara, for you guys on this, and Alfred, I suppose I'll put 3/4 in, give or take. Again, like I said, this was an honor for me to do.
Well, I always enjoy talking to you and hanging out with you online, and I just thank you so much. This is just beautiful, and I'm at a loss for words.
Well, I'm at the same way because you just made my whole week because we talked about what I do for my adulting job. Very stressful right now with the way the nation's going. So this
Feel like
my mind up and able to know who it was going for too as well. So I thank you and also letting me be a part of this here. I mean, because I looked at the stretch goals, by the way. If you looked at that, I was looking at it on my phone. The 60K. This is like you said, when we smashed that last one, I'm like, yeah, this has got to go in honor of kind of deal. So,
well, thank you so much, and we will keep in touch. Message and get together.
Absolutely.
Super soon. Thank you again. I thank you so much.
No, it's no problem. And again, there is anybody, like I said, it's I do all my work is custom, all custom. So
yeah, well, we're gonna get tons of pictures. We're gonna make a big album and show everybody as well for people that missed the stream. We got our next guests coming up, so thank you again, and we will get together very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Love you both.
It was amazing, Dustin.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the comments. You guys, everybody on it, that meant the world to me. So
have a good one. Okay, next up, we've got a couple of our favorite people.
Oh, yeah.
We've got Wendy Shayner. And we've got Steph Wilson and Carrie Ann.
Steph Wilson.
Hello.
So this is this is a small part of the team, but Wendy and Steph and Carrie have all done covers with us. So, and also Wendy's got a campaign going on right now. Wendy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your campaign?
Yes, tell us everything.
So right now we have Naughty Fairies Comic Con happening. It's the 2021 version. This is our second year on Kickstarter as a comic convention. We have all the swag you need without the COVID exposure.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. Are you going to do panels?
We just finished one. Actually, we have been doing panels. So
are you going to do a Women of Naughty Fairies cosplay panel?
I would be honored to have you on it because I just had I was talking with Becky Fuller and December Lace just a few minutes ago.
I stalked you guys.
And we were sending people your way. So hopefully we were bumping up your numbers. We were working hard. And I was sharing with them that because you are the naughtiest official fairy for Naughty Fairies, that if you back Firebitch 2 and Naughty Fairies, you get a bonus para card as Firebitch and as Aislinn, the Naughty Fairy. So we have been trying to get as many people as we can over to Firebitch because I know with Naughty Fairies we like to cross promote a little bit.
So are we going to honor that? Like for people that didn't make it on this that order through the crowd ops, we're going to let them?
Yes, because I know with you ending so much sooner than some of the other campaigns, we want to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get in on these bonus cross promotions. And it's really about bringing the comic community together. So we have Naughty Fairies is cross promoting with Claire Nicole and Firebitch 2. We're also doing, and Firebitch is doing this one too. Firebitch 2 is also cross-promoting with Luis Torres for Nebula Pearl, which is too hot for Kickstarter, by the way. Just saying. So we have Luis Torres is doing Nebula Pearl with Firebitch 2, Into the Suck, Naughty Fairy Stripper Assassins, and CB. I already did CB's names, Into the Suck. Was that 4? Did I get them all?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna let our princess get back to work because we've got CB Zane on deck. And thank you so much, Shannon. I don't want to boot you, but I can keep you off.
No, I gotta go walk the dogs anyway, so it's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Shannon. Bye, guys. Love you all.
All right, we're gonna add in CB Zane.
CBZ.
Thanks for having me at the party. It's very exciting.
So Steph hasn't gotten a chance to talk yet, neither is Carrie Ann, but I want to let him talk about what he does because I think that Steph Wilson is amazing. I was one of the first people from the West Coast crew to actually meet Steph Wilson, and nobody knew if Steph was real. Like, what's the deal with Steph Wilson? And Carrie, you poor thing, there are people who thought that you did not exist at all, and that you were just like Steph's alter ego colorist.
Conspiracy theories.
It was totally conspiracy theories around here. It was amazing.
We were a mystery.
You were a mystery. You
Well,
absolutely.
that was because I was doing fan art and sketch art, and so when I got into comics, it was almost like by surprise. And so, and then I was very fortunate with the people I worked with that I was able to do a bunch of covers in a relatively short amount of time for somebody getting into the industry. So it was like I never really had time to put my physical persona out there because it was just like all of a sudden I was just cranking out covers. And so it was like, it kind of even came to me as like a second thought, like, oh my God, I haven't even met any of these people yet. I have no idea who I am.
Well, most people thought you were a woman.
Yeah, exactly. So,
They were very
Uh-oh.
surprised to see that he wasn't a woman.
I would lose half of my Instagram followers if they found out I was a guy. So.
All those wasted dick pics.
For some reason, they think I look like a cartoon version of Vampirella because that's my profile picture.
You do.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm looking
met
at
you,
I'm looking
and
at
you
you.
look
Yeah,
like-
absolutely.
Right? I mean, it kind of looks the same. I'm like, why would you think a cartoon picture means anything? But I guess guys are guys. You know what I mean?
They don't care.
No.
They'll beat it to anything.
Oh.
So CB, I think
Yes,
this is the first time we've been on a thing together, isn't it?
it is. First time I've been live with you and Alfred and Lisa. And
Yeah.
I think, Steph, I think we've done a couple live things.
A couple things.
Yeah, and hi, Carrie. Nice to meet you live.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that would be first.
yes, it is.
Now
And
you
thank you
just
for the
celebrated
invite.
your 67th birthday, right?
Oh, geez.
My 67? Yeah, you can tell if you look closely. Well, hey, it's been great. Have a good night.
Sorry about Kara.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Wow.
So-
No, it's all good.
Let's do a little bit of a round robin. So we are at 606 backers with 80 minutes to go. So why don't we start with CB Zane? Tell us a little bit about your contribution to Firebitch and how it made you a better person.
Oh,
First of all, it's so cool to be involved with Firebitch because I absolutely loved reading the first issue. I didn't know what to expect going into it, what it would be, but it absolutely 100% Firebitch is the perfect title for this book, and and I mean that in the biggest compliment possible. So if anyone hasn't picked up Firebitch, you need to. It's an awesome read, and of course Alfred's art is just magnificent inside, which is a huge criteria for me because if I don't like the art inside a book, I don't even want to bother reading it. But I absolutely loved it. So. Cool character, of course. I think there was some sort of inspiration behind it, but I think the art sort of came across. Alfred and I decided to swap some covers for Scorpion and Firebitch, and when he pitched the idea of doing an Army of Darkness homage, I was like, oh yes, got it. So it was really cool contribution. Yeah. So I got to do the Army of Darkness homage, and it was fun trying to, twist Ash into Firebitch, and then work with that whole layout. And you guys made it super easy because, of course, I had the canon in the book itself, and you were like, well, this character in the background, maybe throw these in, and so yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool. I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, we love your cover. I'm kind of weird when it comes to these kind of things, and Alfred's always like trying to get me to not be like that. But it's like, we've got our music homage cover, we've got our movie homage cover, and like I really always try to make it fit with the book at the time. So, last time it was McClintock, and she was getting spanked by the ogre, and this time it's Army of Darkness, so she's starting to come into her own as a fighter and fight back in this strange world. So I cannot thank you enough. You did a beautiful, beautiful job, and it really embodies the story for this issue.
CB Sane was actually how I incepted the idea in your head to get a gimbal, which we use for the Social Media Diva music video. So.
Have you guys seen that video?
The Social Diva one?
Yes. He wrote that song about himself.
I did. It's about me.
Really?
It's us all about him. He just takes pictures of himself all the time, and
I do, yeah.
Goes online, and
No, that ain't me.
So Carrie's always quiet, so I'm going to pick on her for a little bit. Now, you're always so quiet. Now, how do you feel about Steph becoming this superstar with CB and Luis with their faces everywhere and on everything, constantly out in public, prancing around with their titties hanging out all the time?
I think it's great. I really do. I mean, he loves the spotlight. He likes to be around people. He loves to talk. So I don't have to listen to him now. So it's even better.
Oh, shots fired.
Nah.
It happened here. You heard it here first.
Right on. How many pieces do you guys do a day?
Well, he does a lot. He definitely does a lot. I work a full-time job, so I usually probably only get to work on for about 4 hours a day, just for 4 more weeks, and then I'll be home doing it full-time. But
nice.
Very excited about that. So, but yeah, so now I probably I can't finish a cover in 4 hours, but almost, maybe 6. So usually 1.5 every 2 days.
Wow.
Depending on how much work he has.
Yeah, he's always got something up, and it's always incredible, and it's always fun.
Rob Schnipp said Steph will draw 300 covers in 2021.
Right?
There are times. There's been a couple times in our workload, and like right now is one of them, where I actually won't send her the line work for a couple things because I don't want her to be looking at 6 different projects at once because I know she gets stressed out. So I'll kind of feed them to her as she finishes one. I'll dump another one into her projects and another one because I don't want to do all 6 and then dump them on her and have her see that huge wall of projects ahead of her. So I gotta, until in 4 weeks, I'll just dump it all on her because then it's going to be her full-time job.
Yep.
Yeah. Why is it that a full-time job in the job market is 40 hours a week, but a full-time job when you're an artist is like 140 hours a week?
Exactly.
Yep. And like the pay is less. So like when you actually like do your taxes, you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
it's like less than minimum wage, after it all like lines out.
If you get paid by the hour, you're not making anything.
Right? So Wendy did a Naughty Nice as well, and I love that inside her phone is a picture of Alfred.
We're laughing at the comment.
Yeah. I think we all are.
To answer Lewis's comment, it has nothing to do with the interior art. I love it. It's the crappy writing.
Oh, yeah.
Naps.
Game over, man. Game over.
Burn.
Defend himself.
But how do you feel about Nebula Pearl?
It's too hot for Kickstarter.
Oh,
It's gonna be on Pornhub. It's gonna crowdfund on Pornhub.
I will go on the record and say that Nebula Pearl is the best written book Lewis has ever produced.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
Too funny.
And here's his reaction to that.
Why have we never done this before? I wonder. By the way, thank you all for showing up tonight on such a short notice. We just kind of had this idea, like, we should totally just have everybody over. Yeah.
We should. These are like Slumber Party 2021.
Slumber Party. I like that.
It is. We should do that. We should have a slumber party.
Pajama party.
Yeah.
So we are at 605 backers. And I lost my thing.
It's another window. It's the other window.
Is it the other window? I'm still learning how to do this. So at 60,000, if we hit 60,000 in the next 73 minutes, then we are going to give everybody the 8-bit Firebitch game.
Now, don't forget, there's plenty of add-ons.
Yeah.
Plenty of add-ons.
So many add-ons. You can add on every cover as a print. You can add on so much stuff you can add
including hollow foil prints, which are amazing.
Yes, and you can also add on a t-shirt. And okay, so Aaron says that he tried, but there's been freezing issues. And Wendy, you know a little bit about this.
Yeah. What I messaged Kickstarter because I had a lot of people saying that they couldn't adjust their pledge or get into their pledge, or, you know, there were all these issues. And Kickstarter said that that backers could reach out to them and they would help them, walk them through the process if they're having issues. What we found is if you're using the app on your phone, you had better luck backing the project and adjusting. But if you were on your browser, depending on which browser you used, sometimes Chrome worked, sometimes Firefox was working. It just kind of depends. So if you're having trouble with one way of accessing it, try a different way. But right now the app seems to be working.
Good to know.
And the add-ons are working on the app right now, which they didn't when we did the playing cards. You couldn't change anything or add anything add-on wise through the app, but now you can. So I think they're still adjusting things. So if it didn't work on the app, then try the browser on your phone, and if that doesn't work, try it on your computer. So just keep trying different.
One of those will work, right? Yeah.
And I'm sorry that that's happening to people because it makes me sad. It's frustrating for backers. And it's frustrating for us too, because I know people are trying to get the stuff they want, and especially if they're limited stuff. They really want, so please keep trying, and we are willing to work with you. If you message us and say, hey, we're not able to access this, see, there you go. So Firefox didn't work, but Chrome did.
Yep.
So keep trying. Message anybody when you're running a campaign. Any creator will be happy to work with you.
I'll actually jump on messages here and see what we have.
Yeah, Albert's gonna go jump on some messages and see what we have. But yeah, no, I love that you brought up about using your phone on the app, and that Okay, so I've got another new comment. How can I order the Alfred Trujillo Lena Dye Open Naughty variant? I cannot find it in the add-on section. So yeah, if you want to double check that and make sure that it's in the add-ons, and if it's not, then throw it up there right now. Alfred, can you do
let
that?
me take a look real quick.
So yeah, we have had. This is such a huge campaign. We have so many. Did CB leave on purpose?
He
No?
disappeared.
He
No.
disappeared.
He's back.
Okay. I was like, he's back now.
It's magic.
Yeah, that was weird. So,
Lewis
It was me. I clicked something on accident.
that's okay. We still love you. But this was so big. Lisa did a ton of graphics to help us add more, but we didn't add in the prints until like partway through the campaign. And she's the one with all the numbers. And people, how many covers do you have? I don't want to know. I am there. How many prints do you have? Don't tell me. Ask Lisa, because I don't want to know. So there you go. So, okay. See me looks like John Cena.
All right.
Wait, is this more accurate then? Do I look more like John Cena now?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that, actually.
Yeah. So, CB, your book is Into the Suck. You want to tell people about that and what's going on with that and when you're going to be launching and all those fun things?
Okay, cool. So Into the Suck is my sci-fi book, and it's pretty exciting because issue 6 is what I'm going to be kickstarting on January 28th, so like 13 days from now. And it is the end of the first series, I would say, which is exciting because it's the first complete series I've ever been part of. Keith Thomas was the writer on it, and sadly, Keith lost his battle with pancreatic cancer in 2017, but he had finished writing the entire first story arc, which culminates in issue 6. And we were so ahead of schedule that I had most of the art done for everything, except for issue 6, which I probably had not quite half of it done, but I made sure I got the last couple pages done to show him before. Lewis. Bless you, Lewis. You're great. But yeah, I'm really excited because issue 6, like I said, the first story arc. It's a fun read. It's sci-fi. It deals with a character named Ursula, Ursula Stormholder, and he was described by Keith as a supermodel with a frat boy attitude, and that's absolutely who she is. So she's a privateer who travels around a part of the galaxy known as the Suck, and it's the remnants of an old war. And yeah, it's just a fun ride, and I think people will really enjoy it. So, and I have a killer lineup of covers for it too that I'm slowly releasing this month. So that's my deal.
What issue is coming out in 16 days?
Issue number 6. So,
6.
Yep.
So I'm sure people are going to ask. They ask me, "Are you going to do a trade?"
Yeah, I think I will at some point. I don't know when that'll happen. I don't know if that'll be 2021, but maybe early 2022. We'll start a trade and then use it as sort of a launch point for the next story arc.
Right on.
Very nice.
So,
Very cool.
but I
Right.
want to
Okay.
make sure enough like extras too. So
So look what shows up right after I asked that.
Great
See
minds,
how
you know?
psychotic
Yep.
I am?
yeah, you.
He's psychotic. So, okay. So some of you saw Social Media Diva and some of you did not. Right? So are you cool with
I think it's
with
gonna
we're gonna
happen.
watch this?
Yeah, cue it up.
All right. Let me I always do that. Share audio. Chrome tab. We're gonna share that. So remember, Alfred wrote this song
It's
about
fault.
himself. It's all Alfred's fault.
Hard to get in there.
So come on, let me show you this. Doesn't make you moan. Shit, it's really cool, but I gotta run. I can't help it, I was born to play.
This is the coolest shot. Oh no, we already missed that one. That was the first one that he did. He's been practicing things.
It's really fine if you want to go. All the things you said, they don't make me blush.
We keep losing staff. Banana never stood a chance. Nope.
No.
Thank you, Erin. I'm like, what lip gloss was I using? It's amazing. Yeah, they keep stuff keeps coming in and out.
Love it.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
So yeah, That one was kind of hard for me because I
a little
was
hard to
really
get in there.
worried. That wasn't even part of the song. That was just something that got like said before that, and he liked.
I'm like, we have got to keep that.
But it was one of those like kind of embarrassing to do it. You know, like, are people going to think this way of me? And it makes me wonder, actually, what the hell do you think about like me and other people, like, you know, like Steph?
No, this was about me. All based on my personal experiences.
Right? It is, you know.
Growing up as a social media diva.
He don't ever want to be your date.
No.
He'll leave you next to the interstate.
Yeah.
So yeah, Albert did get jealous and want to show off his dad.
Is there true?
Yeah.
Is there truth to the rumor that you guys are going to do a stripped down acoustic version live tonight of Social Diva?
So not that song.
Not that. We've done a few acoustic live things. We actually have a full album that's coming out with this one. So
That's right. It's a stretch goal.
that's yeah.
Everybody gets
And
it.
everybody gets it. And we're doing a CD in a digipack, so everyone's going to get this CD with some of our original music, some of the stuff Alfred wrote. He can take credit for all that.
Some of the things that I didn't write that Chris can take credit for that.
So yeah, that's kind of how that works. You know,
It's gonna be pretty neato.
in
In a far out happening kind of way.
In a far out happening kind of way. I can't believe you remember that.
That's what you say.
That's the thing that I say that I stole
This from the Brady Bunch.
from the Brady Bunch movie.
Very Brady.
Yes, my man. You understand me.
You get
Oh yeah.
Gets me. Yeah. So Wendy,
Yes.
all you do is just sit there and smile and pretty face, and I enjoyed this a lot. But yeah, so your new you have a new character.
I do. Ginger Snap. Yes.
Tell us everything.
Well, I can't tell you everything because that'll ruin it. But
Everything you can.
Almost everything.
she's a fiery little red-headed fairy. She rides a motorcycle, so she's got a little bit of a badass situation going with her. And she has metal wings, which are beautiful. And I have to thank Carrie Ann, because Carrie Ann was like, you need this one. This is the one I want to color next.
We needed blue metal wings.
We needed blue metal wings and a little red-headed fairy. Now, I had been wanting to do a new character anyways, so when Carrie and I were talking about it, so I was like, oh, yes, this is going to happen. And so Carrie and I had a lot of fun. She's like, what do you think of this? I'm like, love it. That's exactly it. What is it? Cut, finish, click. Off we go.
Wait, I want to say something. Her and Wendy are so much alike. It was funny because one night, late at night, Wendy and I were trying to figure out a name for this character. And we were throwing things back and forth or whatever, right? And I said, I think she said something with Ginger. I said something with Ginger. And then Wendy said Ginger Snap. The next morning, I was talking to Carrie and I said, oh, yeah, Wendy and I were trying to come up with a name for the character. And I kind of, we were throwing back and forth Ginger. Carrie instantly goes, Ginger Snap. Holy freaking hell, you guys are on the same wavelength. So
we did it.
When they start texting, holy crap, all night long.
That's exciting. I'm loving the idea of metal wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's reason for it. It's not just random. She has
Oh
metal
no, I figure there's a reason for it.
There's a very good reason for why she has her metal wings. So yeah, I'm super excited about her. And then so we've got Ginger Snap, and we also did a cover art book. So I have some amazing artwork in there. CD just rocked it. It's fantastic. I was so excited because initially I was going to do it as a trade, and because when he showed me his cover, I was like, that encompasses all of Naughty Fairies in one image, and that was the nice version. And then he sent me the naughty one, and I'm like, okay, I know what we need to do. So we went with a naughty and nice set. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but
I have not seen that.
this is on the metal. So this is the magic metals that I have.
Oh.
Very
Super
nice.
reflective. It turned out so beautiful. So this is the nice version.
Wow,
And
that's
Very nice.
crazy cool.
it turned out so beautiful. And then we have Kara. Kara has a couple covers on there that I worked on to change it up so that it was new and exciting for the cover art book. So Kara's on that too. Super awesome. Super happy. And then Steph. Oh, Steph. I love this. Look at this. I don't know if you've seen the medal. Look.
I saw that one. I didn't see the medal, but I saw it in other
Very
places,
nice.
and it's awesome.
And then this is one of the really cool things we did for Naughty Fairies. Okay, I gotta make sure this is the nice one. So our stretch goal was the trading card box that got unlocked. So all the trading cards that you get can go into the box. Wait. Helps if I opened it first. That would have been easier.
You don't need to open. It's all
So
good.
all the trading cards can go into the box. And what's cool is this is it comes as a PDF, so you can print it out. Like my box is just on cardstock, so that you can print this out and you can adjust the size if you need to. If you want to increase it to a larger size, to like a 5x7, if you want to, you can do that too. So and it has Steph's cover. And it's David Harrigan. And then you've got Keith Garvey and CB.
Wow.
Naughty Fairy bottom and then the top. So I designed the box. That all set up. So that's the regular cover, and then there's a naughty version too that hasn't been unlocked yet. But it's coming.
Very cool.
So Troy says, I got the Ginger Snap cover 1, art book, fanboy admission, even got his friend to pledge the gold membership plus cross pledge with Firebitch and totally red.
That's how you do it. That's right.
Now, Troy, you're
Troy's
not
a
going to
super
want to
fan.
miss when Into the Suck launches, because you're going to want to get on that one in Nebula Pearl, because there is an additional freebie that goes with those. And because you've backed Firebitch 2, you have backed Naughty Fairies, and you've got Into the Suck and Nebula Pearl, there is a wonderful bonus that you will be getting. A 4 creator bonus of 4 prints. Super excited.
Now, we're all going to be on a show at the end of the month for the Nebula Pearl, right?
Yes.
Everyone's going to be there?
The 30th, I think, right?
Including,
Yeah, 30th.
yes, the 30th.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of fun. I had a great time working on that project.
Oh yeah, it was absolutely crazy. I mean, and just seeing like what other people kept adding onto it, it was like
So
very, very cool.
I'm going to spoil a little bit here. The character Brandy Love is actually named after my cousin. And someone said, oh, I'm assuming she must be in the adult entertainment industry. It's like, no, Brandy Love is her birth name. Her mother my cousin named her daughter Brandy Love. So that is her name. She's not an adult performer. That's her actual name.
That's how that works. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, okay. What else? I'm never at a loss for words, but I'm like,
where are we on Firebitch? Where's it at?
we are at 6:07 with 51 minutes to go. We're at 58,467. So let's go over here and do some. We'll do some shares and show y'all stuff and show our stuff.
It's
and
that one.
It's that one. And we can scroll through so you can see where we are. And then let's show some of y'all's covers. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so this is our main cover. And then interior art. And then issue 1 add-on. Let's scroll down. Let's get to you guys' cover since we have you here. So just so y'all know, Social Media Diva was the 3rd music video that we launched and released for this campaign. So the first one was called Firebitch. The second one was Fire Goes On. And that was our 80s style. And then the third one was Social Media Diva. So getting past, there's a lot. So please take your time, scroll through. We're getting there. Okay, so here's CB's cover. Woo-woo! You can get this for $20. You can add it on. You can add it on as a print as well. And I love that he has the gimbal with the phone instead of the gun.
The chainsaw arm.
No, it was a chainsaw. That's what I thought. And I second guessed myself, and I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
So Taco instead of the girl, and then we're introducing some new creatures. A lot of people don't know where this story is going. I think that a lot of times people have this idea of, what's going to happen next, and don't think you do. So this one's actually 4 pages longer than the last book.
Yay!
Yeah.
I do have to say, drawing that, I got to do some of the really cool things that Alfred created in the world where Firebitch is. Like those floating city planet things, and just the characters alone. So it was really cool to immerse myself in that because it's just so much fun.
Well, if you notice, this book happens on a flat planet. And I spent a good year or two trying to convince people that the Earth was flat because it was funny and it goes along with this storyline. So, okay, let's go down to Steph and Wendy's. And now here's Steph's, the Naughty Nice. And the fire and the hair. Steph, Carrie, you guys just really killed it. You really, really did. She's just so pretty.
One of my favorite, if you're gonna do a regular and a risque, one of my favorite things is to do some sort of element like the flames here, to do the concealing on the regular. Either that or a total costume change. And for this one, I wanted her to look the same on both covers. I wanted, just to capture her and not do an outfit kind of change for it. And it was a lot of fun. And Carrie just killed it with the flames on this one. Absolutely killed it.
That was new for me. So that was exciting. I got to learn something completely new. I had no idea how to do flames.
Yeah, I drew some squiggly lines in and said, put flames here.
Yeah, he was a lot of help.
I left her nothing to work with.
Flames are really tough. So, Carrie, you killed that. That's beautiful.
It is
Thank
beautiful.
you,
She did it
Well,
all.
Carrie's colors just get better and better and better. It's just amazing to watch her work.
Thank you.
Okay, next up we've got Wendy.
Woo-woo!
And I like that you do the 3D styles. I think that's absolutely incredible. And the fact that you have Alfred in her phone is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with her. I tried to model her the best I could after Kara. And I kept looking at all these cosplay pictures, and I was pretty close. I feel like if you look at that, you're like, oh yeah, that's Kara. Okay, I can see that. But where I was having fun is when I was working on the cover, I was like, I wanted to have just kind of like that, I don't know, sassy attitude with the bubble gum, like snapping her gum and blowing bubbles and pulling the gum and, just kind of that kind of thing going. And, thanks, Mike. So then I got to the phone and I'm like, oh, it has to be Alfred on there. So yeah, so that's why Alfred's on the phone he belongs on the cover too.
Yeah.
So poor Alfred has ended up on so many of the things that I've done. Even from my early covers that I've done for people, Alfred's always got sucked into him somehow. There was a cover I did for a vigilante project where Alfred was the victim of a pickpocket, and that was me. And I'm like stealing his wallet. I mean, this poor guy has gotten suckered into so much stuff. He ended up on Project Superwoman as a villain, and he felt bad because he had to attack me and beat me with a crowbar. It's like one day you might be like, man, remember that time I got to beat you with a crowbar? So, you know, he's such a good sport, and he's always down for anything. You know, the music videos. He's actually has a small part in the movie Axe to Grind Part 2, which I just went and did a little bit for that, and he went with me, and he did a scene in that movie as well, has a line and everything. And yeah, that movie's actually starring Stormy Daniels.
Oh, there you go.
Not that kind of a movie. Not an adult movie, but it is a it's a rated R slasher film. So yeah, he got to do that.
That's fun.
He's just such a good sport about all of those kinds of things, and I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful for all of you guys for going on these ridiculous adventures with me. You know. So, like, I'm always nervous about asking anybody, like, oh, do you want to do a cover for me? Like, you know, no, I hate you.
No.
You know? So you never know. You never know.
Well, thank you for having me. I've enjoyed the adventure, and I'm always honored to work with you because
Us too,
so much for all of
definitely.
us. So, you know, thank you for having me join in on your project this time.
And thank you for putting me in your cover.
So, who here has read Firebitch? And what would you tell somebody that is on the fence about getting in on this campaign and why they should?
I'll go with this one because I was going to talk about this before. I mean, first of all, you just ran down the amazing covers. So if you're just an art fan alone for covers, you have your pick. You have so many different styles to go with, and each one brings something different. It's beautiful. But the story itself, like I feel like Firebitch is one of those titles, kind of like Into the Suck, where it's hard to peg exactly what it is until someone explains. And I don't know if I can do it justice, but Firebitch is. I always say this: she is Firebitch. You know, she has this attitude, and she's like been thrown into this strange world, and we try to figure it out with her. Like, what the hell is going on? And she's just gonna, like, I don't know, strong walk her way through it and be damned who kind of gets in her way, I guess. That's how I would describe it. And again, it's an awesome story. It's got humor, and like I said, the interior art is just it's amazing. It's so yeah. And so I'm gonna echo Wendy. I'm so like honored to be part of this, and anytime you guys need a cover, please let me know. I love it.
We need a cover.
I'm in.
I wanted to say a few things personally about Firebitch. Reading it has been very enjoyable because I felt like I could not only share it like with others, like I could also give it to like my niece, and she could relate. You know, and that there are some morals of what's going on and the struggles that Firebitch goes through that kids can really get into. You know, that it's not necessarily just for children, but you know,
not too young kids. Don't give this to your toddler.
No, like PG-13. You know, for sure, definitely. But I really like that it can be not only a way to bridge the gap to get them into comics, but also to further the story and really get them to relate.
Well said.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyone else
Right.
want to throw anything in there?
Well, no, one of my favorite kind of stories is the Alice in Wonderland story, where somebody who thinks they are something goes down a rabbit hole, ends up in a strange place in a strange world, and you learn more about Alice. Like, everybody thinks Alice in Wonderland's about Wonderland, but you learn more about Alice as a person because of her reaction to Wonderland and how she adapts to it. And that's what I like about Firebitch. It's because you think she's one thing, but when you put somebody into a completely different element, how they respond and how they survive and how they thrive is what makes them a character that you relate to. And that's what this story is about. I mean, it's a great story in that mold.
Yeah, that's really well said, Steph.
We're gonna have Steph write all of our log lines. It's gonna be cool.
Well, and that's a different perspective. That's like, I never thought of it as like the Alice in Wonderland kind of a story. My thing with her, I don't want to give her an excuse. And I find that a lot of times people with female characters that are flawed always want to give them, well, they had a hard childhood. Well, they were beaten as a kid. Well, their dad was a drunk. Well, they were picked on.
Well,
and I just don't. I think that sometimes people are just the way that
just
they
who they
are.
yeah.
And I think it's okay to accept them for that without always having an excuse. She's kind of a bitchy cow because she's a bitchy cow regardless of anything that happens to her in her life. So I don't want to give her an excuse for being flawed.
I think that's what I liked about Firebitch is the fact that you have this character who you're really not supposed to like. She is not a likable human at all. And yet you find yourself rooting for her and you can't wait for her to start talking again. You're like, please, I cannot wait. And I just got so excited as I was reading it. I just enjoyed it. It was funny. It was well written. It's a great adventure. It's a unique story. If you haven't read Firebitch, you need to get it now and read it because you're not going to be disappointed. You'll be ready for the next one.
Right, and if you don't have issue 1, you can add it on as well.
That's right. Good point right there. But yeah, it was fun, creating this kind of neutral, chaotic character and this like reverse hero's journey. So it's just like so super fun, kind of like I guess like hearing other creatives like take on it and kind of like what you think is going on and I think that you'll all definitely enjoy the issue 2.
I hope so. I mean, we always put a lot of personal stuff into it. In issue 1, there's a whole section where they try to cancel her online on social media. And, we all go through this cancel culture that's happening right now. And the things that are said to her are actually things that were said to me. Wow. So that was very personal for me. It was like, this is what happened to me. And that someone tried to cancel me. And it was actually funny because when this went down, people that didn't know me, they love to jump in on what other people say. So it's like, oh, I heard. And they go and tell everybody what they heard about who. And they're not being gossipy. They're protecting you. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because it actually got around to some of my friends who are not in the comic book community at all. They're not in comic. It got that far. I was getting phone calls from states away of people panicking because they're reading all of these horrible things about me. And so my friend, she's like, I've known her most of her life, and this isn't true. What proof do you have? What are you talking about? And other people that are like, oh, I had dinner with her. I was at this party with her. And like, no, this isn't true. And it kind of turned into people shutting the hell up. So, it was, I wanted that personal situation in there because we do have that kind of a situation where people will try to cancel you if they don't like you or if they hear a rumor or whatever. And I don't wish that on anybody. Now, we also, Alfred doesn't like me talking about this, but I'm just going to peek in on this.
What is this?
Someone threatened to sue us.
Oh, well, I don't know. We kind of made a joke about that in the book
Because it's funny. We did make a joke about that in the book.
It's all inside jokes, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Everything is.
You're laughing, but that's kind of like you're
laughing at my pain and my soul. So, yeah, no, somebody threatened to sue us. Because they had a book with a similar name. And it was funny because she just sends this email. I'm going to need your phone number so my lawyer can call you about infringement. And so I went up and it's like, don't fuck with me.
But it was really simple because I was like, oh, hey, by the way, like, check this out. Here's like when we created the character back in like 2010. So, like, I hope your book didn't come out after that because...
And their book came out in 2016?
Yeah.
It was like, we would hate to have to sue you.
Right, like...
So she shut the hell up real quick.
Yeah.
So, yeah, be careful. Don't get sued.
And save your screenshots.
Save your screenshots. So Louise says, I wonder when there's going to be a Firebitch, Naughty Fairy, Scorpiana, Lily the Demoness crossover. Could you imagine? They would never allow that book on Kickstarter. We're gonna have to sell that. We're gonna have to sell that like outside, like under an awning at the top of the floor with a red light. Back alley. You got that good comment?
Black plastic behind the counter.
Right, black plastic behind the counter.
Hey, I got the crossover here in my trench coat, right?
Oh wow, less than 1,500.
Yay!
So some of the stretch goals we're going to, and I gotta say, you know, I always feel like it is a competition with stretch goals. It's a healthy competition. It's a healthy competition, and I love it. Of what stretch goals are we going to have next? And Wendy is insane with her stretch goals. Like, she is all about the stretch goals. She does so much cool stuff. And I want to be like Wendy and have all the stretch goals. So
I don't have a cool CD. That is brilliant.
You don't have what?
Fantastic. What a great concept. So that you got me beat, girl.
Only because I'm trying to be competitive.
Oh.
I'm petty that way.
Oh.
No, I love it. I love, like, every time I get your packs, I'm like, oh, I use your bottle opener all the time. Super, super excited about that. It's gorgeous, and I just want
That's amazing. Yeah, Steph and Carrie Ann did a great job on that bottle opener. It's so much fun.
Yes, they did.
Thank you.
So, okay, so we've got the digital copy of the book that everyone's going to get. We have the Rock Opera digital album, the die-cut chibi sticker, the Sock It To Me magnet. So that's actually, I love homage stuff and stuff that comes from other places. And there was a show like a million years ago called Laugh-In. And Goldie Hawn was on it, and Ruth Buzzy and a few others. And they would always have these scenes with these girls in bikinis that had like body paint all over them, and they would all dance. And so we did a Firebitch like version of that, and everyone's going to get that in a magnet. Then for 100 backers, we got the In Hot Water mini print. And then we've got this guy, and this is an Agromantis. CB, you drew these guys all over your cover.
Yeah.
And these are like little creatures that you're going to learn more about in issue 2. Then Giovanni Barunda, he did a collector's card for us. And Giovanni works with Jim Noble, and he is now the VP of Totally Rad Comics.
Right.
And then we've got our Sparkle collector's card from Jason Millett. The cosplay collector's card. The Alfred chibi die-cut stickers. I love his chibis. I'm like, forget this regular art. Just draw chibis now. They're adorable.
Drawing chibis is fun.
We've got another collector's card with cosplay. Then we've got a cosplay mini print, a double-sided bookmark, the 2-set black and white collector's cards by Michael Watson, and he drew one of these on the show that I was on his show as well.
Live on the air, that's right.
Now at 500 backers, which we just did a few days ago, we've got the Danielle Gransel lenticular card. So I've been wanting to get into lenticular, and so now I finally got my first lenticular.
Yay.
And it's going to be a collector's card, and it's a naughty nice. We have a 183-degree pen. I don't have one on me, which I don't know why I don't. That's not it. You can't just hand me that. You want some cat food? But you can see it. It's our pen, and it's got our logo on it. Another cosplay collector's card, a custom collector's card box. So you'd have Wendy's and mine. And then a JT Malloy collector's card. And then we've got at 35,000, we hit the Totally Red crossover print. So we've got Firebitch, Roxy Feelgood, and Violet all together. And Firebitch is grabbing Violet's booty. And then at 37.5, we got the Firebitch string bag. So that's going to be your little backpack that you're going to be able to carry to cons with you. Then at 40, we got a Fire Turd pin. At 45, we beat our last campaign. So we did beat our last campaign. Our last campaign, goal.
Yay!
And so we did the booty print, and that's actually something that Ebass drew something like that for Zenoscope, and it's been recreated a few times, and we kind of did a Firebitch recreation of that as well. Then at 50, we did a mini digital photo set. And then at 55, the I Support Cosplay sticker. And at 60, you're going to get the Firebitch 8-bit game from Wizard Guy 231. I'm like, what is that again? And then for Christmas, we're doing a special holiday Christmas card that everyone's going to get that postcard as well. There's another picture of my ass. The I Support Cosplay card. And then this is the You Win by Wizard Guy 231 game.
Yeah.
So we really want to hit that game. And if we don't, if people are having a hard time getting into that and not able to get it due to technical difficulties, like Wendy said, please message us and let us know.
Yeah, we try to take care of you.
Oh yeah, we also have a wooden nickel that I don't have designed yet. I have a bunch of different designs, and I just haven't decided which one that I want to. Which one's my favorite? So Mike says I have failed my grandparents. They told me never to take wooden nickels. That's right. Now, Wendy, you do a lot of poker chips, right?
I do. Yeah.
And that's super cool. It's actually funny. So on the last campaign, we did pop sockets, and mine's eaten up to death, but because mine was the original prototype. But we did pop sockets, and people are marketing them.
That's still pretty good.
People are marketing them as poker chips, and they're not poker chips. And I was asking someone, it's like, so how many campaigns do you have to do to get into in order to get enough poker chips to play a game? So Steph, when are you going to do a campaign? You have enough art. You could do an art book like now. You do an art book a year ago.
Right now.
Well, actually, we're going to come out with an art book with those Sweater Girl sketches. We're putting them together in an art book. It was funny because we're tossing it around. And at the time, I'd done like 26. I'm probably close to 40 of them right now that I've sold.
Wow.
So this is actually probably going to be about a 60-page art book. So for my first art book, it got kind of huge really kind of fast. But anyway, we're probably
Steph, I want to know if I can. Steph, can I write like the captions for some of them, like a J. Peterman catalog, like the captions for them, like a little narrative from a Hallmark movie? Like, I think that would be awesome.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah. We'll talk.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be amazing. You're going to kill that.
What was that?
We can't kickstart it because I can't create the stretch goals for it. It's just her and I are moving. There's such a time crunch, and the season's almost over, for that. So we're really just going to put it together into an art book, probably do it from our website. As much as the Kickstarter is fun and exciting, and I'd love to do one, and we're going to do some this year, it's just not the right time period for us to be doing it, because her and I would have to be creating so much additional work to support the Kickstarter.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. And Lisa, actually, this is what she does, because I really think you could be incredibly successful with a crowdfunding campaign.
Wildly successful.
Lisa, why don't you go ahead and tell them a little bit about what you do and how you could, take care of that for them.
Thank you. Actually, I do crowdfunding management from like start to finish if necessary. I cherry pick little aspects, creating graphics if necessary, social media, all the way down to like doing backer kit and fulfillment type of stuff, building out the backer kit questionnaires and doing the surveys. I actually have been working with Kara for a little bit of time, just like on some of her last couple projects, like Confessions. And I did the graphics for this Firebitch campaign for all of the covers and the art prints and everything. Been helping out JT Malloy with his Sapphire Spectre, which did really well. He blew it out of the water the first day. He didn't know what to do, and I jumped in and I helped him reach 14K for his first issue, for his first launch. So that was a really good campaign for me to get on. But from start to finish, if you guys just need some consulting, I do free consulting as well.
Okay.
Oh, great, Lisa. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I just think you could do very, very well on a crowdfunding campaign. You said you're moving though, like where are you moving?
Cape Cod.
Is this what?
Cape Cod?
Really? Oh, I'm so jealous. I love the Cape.
Right?
Yeah,
Nice.
I grew up on. So, like my grandmother lived there, so I spent my summers there. I always wanted to get back, and so we had an opportunity. We're selling our house and buying a new one up there. So we don't close until the 17th of February. So the next month is crazy.
Congratulations.
Oh, wow. That's going to be so nice. Party at Steps, right? Right.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Yeah.
You're saying that like we're not going to do it.
We're like that. We'll just show up on someone's doorstep.
Road trip.
We have plenty of guest rooms.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of
Once
guests.
this whole pandemic's over, I can spend the summer with you guys there. It's going to be
There
great.
you go.
It's going to be a whole event. Yeah.
Yeah, big old sleepover. Wendy's going to bring the bottle openers.
Yep.
We'll have our
Right on.
con in the case.
Okay, so we are at 612 backers. And we've got 22 minutes to go.
What? 22 minutes? That's crazy.
So what do we want to do for the next 22 minutes?
So I have a question for you guys. So you've done the videos, okay? And obviously you've done some movie work now. Is there going to be some sort of like episodic live action Firebitch down the road?
So we get asked about that, but because of the fact that this doesn't happen on Earth and it's all aliens, it makes it a little more complicated and very expensive. If someone wants to fund that, I would think if anything, it would make a really good animated series.
I mean, we would have to clone Doug Jones so many times that it would just be cost prohibitive.
Between Doug Jones and Deep Roy,
Yeah.
but we don't have two people.
Yeah.
So maybe it would be a little more cost effective. I would love to be able to do a, something. I just don't think live action is where I would want to go. I think I'd want to go more animated.
Yeah. Who has Netflix's number? We'll call him right now. We'll put him on. We'll get him on the stream right here.
Well, it's with animation. There's a lot of, like, if you recall from the book, there's a lot of movements that just wouldn't play right in real life. It could end up very wonky. So, so I would love to do an animated series, an animated type movie. I think that would be a lot better.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I've seen some really awesome animated movies and series, and I'm super excited for the Invincible one coming up pretty soon. That's gonna be awesome. It's one of my favorite comics.
So okay, next up, do we want to do the video for Firebitch, or do we want to do another music video?
Right there.
Yes,
What,
to
that
both.
one?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Or do we want to do Fire Goes On?
Up to you.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys pick.
Hey,
Do
Tara?
we do Fire Goes? Yes.
We got to get going. We've got a early meeting.
Thank
with
you for
Yes.
coming.
closing.
Thank you so much.
Everyone give Steph a
Thank
big
you
round
for
of
having us
applause.
on.
Yes, thank you.
And let us know when your book comes out. We'll
8:60.
tell everybody about it.
You got it. Thank you.
And congrats on the
Yeah.
house and the move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very soon.
Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
And then there were 4 or 5.
Bye.
Right?
Yes. Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun.
So.
Show.
The circle is getting smaller.
The circle is getting smaller.
Nice.
Does anyone have a preference? Do we want to do the
Alfred
Firebitch?
there.
Okay, Alfred wants to do the Firebitch.
It's me and Kara.
I've got to share it, but I needed to get it like situated
You
at
gotta do it by
first.
doing it.
You gotta do it by doing it. Do you see what I? Oh, it's a Valley Girl.
Aww.
Yeah. I get so many of those, and people are like, "Oh, this was modeled after you," and I can tell which ones are and which ones aren't. There's certain ones where I'm like, I know that this one absolutely was taken from me. So, because there's like certain things.
Kara, have you done New York Comic Con?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I really have this strange feeling that I met you there once before I ever knew who you were. Just in passing.
Yeah, we probably did. I mean, I think we all kind of crossed paths here and there. We did New York 2 years?
2012 and 2015.
No, it was 3 years in a row. We did it 3 times.
2014, 2015.
It might be
yeah.
like that. Okay.
So it was weird. We did New York Comic Con, and there's no place to eat that's affordable except for the Sunco that's right next to the con. And so we would go there after the con and and pick out our food, sit and eat. And every day at the same time they played Meghan Trainor. It's all about that bass. About that bass. Every single day. And it just felt like we were in Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
It was it just felt like the same day over and over again. So, okay. Now I'm going to annoy you guys and we are going to watch. So Alfred wrote this song as well because he is beauty mist like that. And I think he likes to embarrass me. It's just him. He's like, play with the guitar. Like, but I don't know how to play guitar. And I just feel stupid with it. But it's okay. Just do it. Just do it like you're doing it. I just wanted an excuse to wear that jacket. I just woke up one day and he's like, I got this whole song. I'm just a regular bitch. So in the last campaign, everyone got temporary tattoos.
Put some in your bag.
I do need to keep some in my bag. Oh, Louise.
Oh my god.
So how many songs do we have on the album?
Like 12.
Like 12.
I'm losing your soul all the way down, all the way down.
See, he rocks out.
Feel the blood flow.
Anthony says, I thought you had gotten that as a tat at first. Alfred's getting it on his back. Big, huge back piece.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I just decided.
Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. So Alfred does have a tattoo, by the way, for those of you who don't know. It's all showing it off.
That's right.
Show it again. Show it again.
Take it off.
So I actually used to turn this into Johnny 5.
You don't do that for me anymore.
Well, I ran out of Sharpies.
How your puppies.
But you totally pull it off. You know, setting my hands on fire was the hardest part.
Yeah.
3rd-degree burns.
It really is. Yeah, Bobby says you get the tattoo on the back of your head like advertising space.
The top of it.
The top of it.
It could be hair.
Ah! See, I open my mouth like that so you can see all the way into my uvula. It's a little flame. Ah!
You have to explain what that is before Lewis gets excited.
Luis, that guy.
Yeah. So as you can tell, Alfred is the master musician, always coming up with songs, and I'm always like, I'm actually incredibly insecure about that sort of stuff. I come out like this big old loudmouth, but I'm always like,
no, it's okay. It's okay.
It's kinda
okay,
like that.
sweetie. It's okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna like throw something out there. By naming the bad guys the Mijos, I was making fun of Alfred's kids. The Mijos!
Well, we call the pets that too. So
That's true. The
I don't
pets
know.
are like
It's
that
all-
too.
it's all
All
like
the creatures that are like beneath us.
that.
You got like a regular old Snow White thing going on over there.
Yeah, they're always around. Alfred always has a creature. So Shannon says we've got 11:40 to go. We are so close to that
12 minutes
60K.
left.
12 minutes left. So, all right.
Sure.
Anyone else have anything they want to throw in with all that? Anything to say? Any thoughts, feelings?
I'm really excited for you guys, man. I was I went on to see how you guys were doing the other day, and I was like, oh wow, 45,000, that's awesome. And then I realized I was looking at the Firebitch 1 campaign, which I didn't realize it hit that. And then I was like, oh no, wait, Firebitch. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are killing it. So that's awesome.
We're trying, we're just.
Well, I mean, it's just crazy, and it's been like a good 10 years of like real hard work, like going to all the con circuit, like building the fan base and getting people to just like see you put stuff out consistently, and it's just been like an amazing ride, and the support has just been incredible. I'm astonished.
Since 2010, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, we've been, and the thing is so we actually were doing this separately before we ever met. I was cosplaying and he was doing art, and it's very interesting because we've had people come to our booth and be like, oh, can your assistant take a picture of us?
Oh, can you tell your model to
zip up? That one was funny. He did get that. Someone actually told him.
This was when she was the guest.
And I was the guest.
I was like, yeah, I'll have a real stern talk with her. She's gonna hear about it.
Right? Yeah, it's crazy, and yeah, people will do that sort of thing. Oh, you don't want to hear that, Anthony. You don't. I love him, but.
And now it's gonna happen.
Oh,
thank you for that.
No, okay. Alfred's song is Britney Spears, "Hit Me Baby One More Time." That is his jam, and he can rock that out. And it is so funny because if we're in a karaoke, bar or whatever, these women will go nuts. Like seriously, I mean,
I think they just like the song.
There's like a puddle underneath all these bitches. It's insane. They are so into him. And he gets into it too. He doesn't just get up and sing. No, he gets up and he rips his coat off and throws it on the ground and then gets on his knees and just does these numbers. And these women are just losing their bras over this performance.
Oh, Lord.
And then it gets better because then the next song he usually sings is Genie in a Bottle.
Yeah.
It's hard to do those two back to back. I think my voice just needs a little bit of a break. But
yeah, but usually there's 3 or 4 people before you get to go again, or 100 people before you get to go again.
Yeah.
And then he'll turn around and and when he does that song, instead of the actual lyrics, what is it that you say?
My body's saying let's go,
but Grumpy Cat says no.
Such a dated joke.
Oh, it is such a dated joke, but he's been doing it for 10 years, so it works.
It's not a thing anymore.
No, it's not. Grumpy Cat has unfortunately crossed over Rainbow Bridge.
That's right. Never let that memory die.
Right? Oh, it was devastating.
Yeah.
Luis says, LMAO, they think Alfred is the Spanish-only speaking assistant. Right? And it's funny because he's actually whiter than I am.
What?
I don't know.
My family, and he's like, oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah, she grew up Mexican, so a lot of people don't know that about Kara, but she was in like a mixed household thing, and all her family in Colorado, like Mexican.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So there you go. Now you know.
791 to go.
791 to go. Woo woo.
7 minutes left.
6:16. 7 minutes left. Now remember, if you do not get in on this campaign because of technical difficulties, if you can't get in on the website, try the app. If you can't get in on the app, try a different browser. And if none of that works, you message me. I will take care of you. We are also going to do CrowdOx. We will not be doing Indiegogo this time because it is such a large campaign. You literally have to recreate the entire thing. Lisa is working on a master class that we're going to put on together about crowdfunding and give some tips and tricks and those kinds of things for crowdfunding to help everyone have better campaigns. Better, stronger, more profitable campaigns. And yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that, but she's going to take care of that for us. So Reese says, oh yeah, when at DokuCon, Kara told me she had a sister and sadly I didn't get to meet her. Oh, I have 2 sisters and nobody's met them. One doesn't talk to me on purpose and the other one is busy. I'm going to legit be sad if we don't hit the 60 for the game. Now, I don't know how to set the game up because I tried to do a share screen with the other one, and I don't know if I can get the game on here.
Give it a shot. Open it up.
Are we going to give it a shot?
Yeah.
Are we going to give it a shot? Should we do that? We're going to try
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to do this. Where is it? Okay, it is.
No.
Well, where is it in the? Is it in the? It's in the Kickstarter, the Firebitch Kickstarter, right?
Did you put it in
Game?
there? Oh yeah, that. I think
It's
that's
this one?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
okay.
That's it.
So let me see if it's gonna allow me to do this. I cannot beat the game, by the way. I cannot beat the game. Alfred can beat the game.
Share the screen.
Okay, let's see if
Share
it's.
screen
I'm
button.
trying to get over there. This is my first time using this. See it. Oh, application window.
Yeah. Oh, is it not going to
Is
show?
it not going to show?
Give
Let's
it
see
a
if it shows.
Is it a blank screen?
Is it a blank screen? Oh wait, it's still scrolling.
It's trying.
It's trying.
It's trying real hard.
Can you guys hear it?
Can hear it.
You can hear it. Okay.
So we did the chip tune, like the 8-bit music, and we had the, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
That's
it's
too
not
bad.
gonna. Well, then this is a game you're gonna have to download.
Yeah, it's an
It's
EXE.
safe. We're not stealing any of your stuff. So yeah, no, but it's a lot of fun, and I don't know why I can't get it to open up, but it is a super fun game. It's really easy. It's very simple. I mean, it's not like
It's like Space Invaders. So
it's like Space Invaders. Yeah, 561 to go.
Yeah.
If we can try this one
So
more time,
fun.
let's see if we'll do it.
try sharing the whole screen, maybe.
Well, it doesn't give me you do it.
All right, let me see. I'll try.
Sometimes Alfred has the magic touch, and I can't share audio. Okay, it looks like it might. Oh, we got it.
So
Okay,
so if you
I'm
can
gonna
share the whole
scooch
screen.
over, and you do it.
Wait, no. How about this? How about I move the arrows and you press the space bar to
That's
shoot?
not gonna work. How do I?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
So I'll press the space bar. You do the arrows.
All right. Press enter.
Oh, this is so cool.
No, they're shooting back.
They're shooting
Oh.
back. So those are little COVIDs,
This is awesome.
but this is something that I mean, one day when we have more money, we might be able to.
Pay attention. Hit in the game.
Come again.
We're in it to win it, Kara.
So yeah, this is our little game, and everyone's gonna get this. There's only 2 levels, but there wasn't a bad guy originally.
Oh no.
Well, you got this whole other side of the
Well,
screen.
you gotta. The trick is to
doing
get
it.
one side first, but you gotta time it.
I gotta
You
time
can't
it.
just like spam it. Now. No.
See, you're telling
We're
me
gonna
you're
die.
gonna die. We're gonna die. No, I'd be dead already. You lose.
Oh.
Yay. That was
That is
cool.
so awesome, you guys.
Yeah, we're so silly.
I'm a loser. I'm a loser. Yeah, no, I suck. I'm terrible at video games. I just end up getting angry at them and yelling a lot.
No.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I had this
2
idea.
minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. That's all we have.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. 6,
Come
7,
on.
8, 5, 9, 4, 3, 9. Let me know if you could not get in there. So hard to get in there.
Oh.
That's so true.
618.
What? Oh, 6:18. You found out before I did.
118 seconds to go.
116, 15.
It's counting down.
It is counting down. It's like, what do we do? It's counting down.
I know.
Final countdown.
So someone had asked about a male character, and if you recall from one of the collector's cards, we have Hombre de Fuego. And I am going to make this happen.
Love
He's
you,
like,
sweetheart.
no. And Hombre de Fuego is the story of one of Chastity Chase's fans in Mexico who is following her online and thinks, what a great idea having this superhero with all these fire powers and whatnot. But nobody's going to want to read about a girl with superpowers.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
even privy to this.
you weren't.
This plot
This is
twist.
mine.
Oh, okay.
I make fun of you publicly, but without your knowledge. Yeah, so that's what it is. Is he thinks that no one's going to want to read this superhero story about a girl, so he makes
it about a
him
guy.
a guy.
Okay, I see.
And it's actually Alfred in a boy version
it's
of
actually
the Firebitch.
me.
It is you. It looks just like
Oh.
you. We have a collector's card of it. So if you did not get that, I will make sure that you do. Make sure. Yes.
All right. 25
seconds. We're so close. Like I said, if you did not get in due to technical difficulties, please message me. We will make sure. The last campaign, after all was said and done, was over 66,000, if you include Indiegogo and CrowdOx. So, yeah, we are currently at 59,461.
2 and 1 and done.
All right.
All right.
Congratulations.
So much.
guys.
Yeah, way to go.
Thank
Couldn't
you. And
happen
thank
to
you
two
all
better
for,
people.
well, I appreciate you guys joining this and, helping us out. And one of the things before we go that I always tell people, especially right now in the COVID, these kind of campaigns, this isn't just about us. This is about everybody. And you guys are keeping the comic book industry, you're keeping artists alive. When you fund campaigns like CB's and ours and Wendy's, then you are not just funding that one project. You are helping to support all of the artists that were brought in, the variant artists, the manufacturers of the stretch goals, the printers,
Yep.
the paper product people. We had three paper stores shut down over COVID. 3 just in our area. So you're helping keep those paper companies, the printers, the artists, you're helping keep them afloat, keep them alive, and keeping art alive as well. So make sure that, you help support these kinds of campaigns because it definitely goes down the line to everybody.
Absolutely.
Well said.
So anyone else want to throw anything in before we peace out?
Why don't we just go through and tell everybody where we can find each other?
That's a wonderful idea. We will start with whoever wants to go first.
I'll just go since I'm already talking. So, Lisa Malone, Malone Management, Malone Management, MELONE. I can be found on Facebook under my business page or Lisa Malone, my personal page.
Wendy Shayner. You can find me on Facebook at Wendy Shayner, and then Naughty Fairies on Instagram and on Twitter. Currently have a Kickstarter going, Naughty Fairies Comic Con, and we've got like 15 days left, so we're like at our 2-week mark. So come check us out.
CB Zane, you can find me on Facebook as well. You can also find me at Into the Suck Comic Books on Facebook and Outpost 426. And also you can find me on Scorpiana on Facebook as well. And I'll have my campaign going on the 28th. And you can also come hang out with me on Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern time, as I do my little doodles here in the studio, so to speak. So thanks so much for inviting me. I'm so glad I got a chance to be live with you guys. And congratulations on your campaigns. And hi, Lisa. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We haven't met before, but maybe I'll have to talk with you about campaign stuff at some point too. So, all right, sounds
great.
good. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate it, and congrats again. And Wendy, keep killing it too.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys. This is Alfred Trujillo. You can find him.
Oh, yeah. Alfred Trujillo Artist on Facebook, on Patreon, on Instagram, I'm Alfred183. Find me on Twitter, Alfred183, but Twitter is a little scary. And Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I do the Artist Alley Shopping Network show, the Alfred Trujillo Artist Show. And that's basically it.
And if you don't know me and you just came across me, then cool, you're here now and I'm going to keep you. So thank you guys all so much. Check out my YouTube channel for these music videos and stay tuned for updates. Don't forget that if you backed me, you will, and Wendy, you will get a special collector's card. If you back me and Wendy and CB, then you're going to get a special print set from Luis Torres when you back Nebula Pearl. And we are all going to be on that show on the 30th of the month. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys all again.
Yeah. All right.